Dezrocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Mic check, microphone rec. Yes, people, we are here, south of heaven. All right. Does it need a big introduction? More Slayer. All right, the fourth LP by Slayer. I mean, you'd think, bloody hell, we've just finished Raining Blood. Where do we go from here? We're getting heavier. We're getting heavier. We're getting into a realm as to where one or two songs here and there I'm going to become a little more unfamiliar about. But I'm familiar with so much material on this record. And the record coming on from hereafter, which are both fantastic. Seasons in the Abyss and South Heaven. I like moshing. I like mosh music. This one's for the moshers. This is South of Heaven. Let's just jump straight in, shall we? This band influenced so many incredible bands in metalcore music, especially the 90s. If you like this, check out a band called Congress, alright? Underrated, severely underrated. And as good as Slayer, who is as good as Slayer? But if you like underrated, hardcore, mosh, metal, punk bands, here we go. Where you can just slap people around the head. Who is it? Have we got Lombardo on this record? We must have, right? Dave Lombardo is up there with the best drummers ever. Whoa. Yo, I've never wanted to drum as much as when I was in high school listening to Slayer, man. Just them skanks, man. And that's Lombardo right there. Come in his eyes. You must die. Before you see the light, you must die. That's philosophical in nature, right? Oh! Heavy. Tempo change. Them drum fills are tight, man. They keep it mid-tempo on this number. You feel like they're just going to blast out. I mean, the guitar solos, shred-tastic, but as far as the riffs are concerned. And it makes me wonder, because I've not listened to these records in so long, let me tell you that. Something has me thinking, generally speaking, we're going to stay within that realm, but I don't know. There's two songs on this record I really loved when I was younger. Behind the Crooked Cross, wow. And Mandatory Suicide. Mandatory Suicide is crazy as far as the riffs are concerned. Not too familiar with Silent Scream and Live Undead. Coming up next. Them Chinas. Man, it was the summer of 88. Well, that's when this was put out, 1988. All of the thrash metal maniacs in my local town and area couldn't stand it anymore to hold the new Slayer record in hand. We were waiting from day to day and went to our local record store to ask if they had any news. Definitely no other chance to get any information back then. About 2 years earlier, Slayer had become superstars within the thrash metal scene with their breathtaking Rain in Blood album. We all wanted more of this unbelievable heavy stuff. Songs written by Slayer, how only they were able to. Then the day came. As I just read on Wikipedia, it was the beginning of... We immediately bought the record, went home, closed the doors of our rooms and put the record player on, awaiting another Angel of Death at first song. But what the hell? What was this? Slowly and Rotten, South of Heaven made its way to our ears. I remember it as well as if this had happened last week. What a great disappointment. It was so disappointing, hard to describe. Okay, after this boring entry, Silent Scream brought back hope. I could write on and on to conclude. Disappointment was massive. We all wanted to hear South of Heaven. Nice, but it was just how it was. It took years in the beginning of the 90s when the real Slayer era had ended with Seasons in the Abyss, analogous to Metallica with Injustice, that we realised how good South of Heaven had been. It belongs to the great masterpieces of Slayer. Nowadays I see it through different eyes and enjoy listening to it a lot. It contains some of their Never Dying Pearls, Greetings from Germany. What an incredible write-up from somebody who was there. I always like to read that and put that forward to the artists and the creatives out there. They might not understand the wizardry. They might not understand your decisions right now. Don't worry about it, because they'll look back and like it, you know what I mean? Timeless stories have been told as far as music is concerned in regards to that. We got Silent Scream coming up next. Heavy tune, incredible starting riff to the record in my opinion. Definitely. Let's see where we go with Silent Scream, alright? I'm not too familiar with this tune, in all honesty.